Hi guys, welcome back to Nebula Fox Toy Reviews. No first introduction as stated in the previous review, but today we are going to be taking a look at these brand new Jurassic World figures. So these are part of the brand new Dino Trackers lines, the new line for 2023. And so these are the Danger Pack figures. Focus camera. There we go. So these are the Danger Pack figures, so these are the attack pack replacements. And we have the full set. So we have the Elaphrosaurus, the Austroraptor, the Nothosaurus, and the Brachiosaurus. And we're also going to be opening another captive's egg like we did with the Dominion line, except this time we are going to be opening a hatchling one. So obviously this is not a Dominion toy line, so we're not opening the Dominion ones. It's going to be one of the new hatchling ones. So, I'm actually going to leave the two I was most excited for till last, and open the one I was least hyped for first, which is the Brachiosaurus. So, here is the packaging. So down here we have Danger Pack and Brachiosaurus. Over here we have Dino Trackers. And there we have the nice new Jurassic World logo for the Dino Trackers line. And we have Blue and Beta up here. So they're sort of continuing the Dominion stuff into the Dino Trackers by including Beta. And then in the background we have a nice picture of a forest. And then here, this bit indicates the habitat that you would find these dinosaurs in. So the Brachiosaurus can be found in the mountains, apparently. I would put Brachiosaurus in the forest, but apparently Brachiosaurus is in the mountains. And on the back we have the full set. So as you can see here, Brachiosaurus is in the mountains, Austroraptor is in the desert, Nothosaurus is on the shoreline, and Elaphrosaurus is in the forest. Probably would have flipped those two around, but hey ho, that's just me. Advertising the what is it called? The Jurassic World Facts app, which I don't use, but I am thinking of scanning all my figures into it. And then a lot of fine print. So let's open this. Let's get him out of the packaging, which is really easy to do with these figures. There we go. Let's throw the box on the floor. And here is the Brachiosaurus. The baby Brachiosaurus. It is super cute. And yeah, so getting a close-up of the head. The eyes have been painted really well on mine. Yeah, they're just solid black eyes, but Mattel can still have them halfway down the neck. But yeah, so the eyes have been painted on really nicely. The inside of the mouth is painted okay. We've got the tongue painted and the teeth, but the roof of the mouth isn't. Most of the figure, as you can see, is done in this pale brown colour, but they have added a little bit of like this creamy colour paint to it, which is quite nice. Look at his little nose. That's cute. But yeah, the baby Brachiosaurus is an adorable figure. So you've got some little scoots osteoderms on the back, which is nice. Don't think the original one had this extra detail with his little lumps and bumps. I do have the original one with me for comparison, but no, I don't think the original had those little lumps and bumps. The only paint on this figure are the splotches and the eye. The rest of it is just all the solid brown colour, which is unfortunate, but you know, it's Mattel. They have started putting something in with the paint or in with the plastic when they mould it, so it does have little black splotches to sort of add a bit of colour, but that's about it. For articulation, you can open and close the mouth. The neck can go ridiculously far down, so almost it looks broken, and then all the way up. The legs can go forward. They can't really go back because it's a bit chunky, but that doesn't matter. And then the back legs can go back, but not really forward. You can also rotate the tail, which makes absolutely no sense because it breaks the mold. The tail rotating is like the pointless bit of articulation, really. But yeah, that is the baby Brachiosaurus. I'm going to bring the original one in. So this is the original. This is the grey one. And yeah, the original one does not have the little lumps and bumps that the new one has. So they have ever so slightly, and I mean ever so slightly, changed the sculpt. Because otherwise, they're still exactly the same figure. So we'll just move the Brachiosaurus off to the side. Up next is the Nothosaurus. So this guy was seen in the final season of Camp Cretaceous when they found those controls, like the control panel. So as you can see, you can find it on the shoreline, and the background here has changed to underwater, which is pretty nice. Apart from that, the packaging is exactly the same. It is quite nice that they're changing the background depending on where the dinosaurs, or in this case, creatures, are found. So here is the Nothosaurus, little marine reptile from the Triassic, which is pretty cool. It has a very long snout. And look at all those teeth. It is cool. Paint-wise, with the eyes, that eye's on straight. And that eye is also on straight. So yeah, the eyes have been painted nicely on this Nothosaurus as well. Obviously, mileage may vary. It depends on if they came from a batch with good QC or poor QC. Really, you can really open that mouth wide. But that is cool. So we've got most of the figure is in this like pale, like lighter grey colour. But then up on the head, it goes into a darker grey. And then underneath is all of this weird pink sort of skin tone colour, almost. Obviously, it stops before the tail because they really don't like putting paint on their tails. But yeah, oh, I've just realised a bit of a paint nick on mine, but it's no biggie. I'm not going to be displaying this figure and viewing it from below. But yeah, some really nice detail. It's obviously, it looks... There's no like lumps and bumps like on the Brachiosaurus. It's just all smooth because this is an animal that was designed for swimming. So it needs the smooth skin to be hydrodynamic. Because it's aerodynamic for the air. I think it's hydrodynamic for underwater. But yeah, so really nice smooth skin. You do see some scaling detail on it. But other than that, it is just really nice and smooth. Oh! I forgot the scan code. Here is the scan code on the Brachiosaurus. Feel free to scan that if you don't already have it. And here is the scan code for the Nothosaurus. So once again, feel free to scan that if you don't already have it. For articulation, as you can see, as you've already seen, the mouth can open really wide. The tongue is painted really nicely along with these little fleshy bits, but the roof of the mouth hasn't. The teeth have all been painted really nicely as well. The neck, like the Brachiosaurus, can go up and down, but unlike the Brachiosaurus, it doesn't look broken in any of these positions. And the legs can do, well, the front legs can do a full 360. The back legs can also do a full 360. And the tail can rotate, which is pointless. But yeah, so that is the Nothosaurus. Once again, a figure I wasn't that fussed about it. It's nice that we've got one, so then you can get figures of the species in Camp Cretaceous. We just need a Tarbosaurus now. But it's not really one I was necessarily hyped for. Same with the baby Brachiosaurus. I mean, there wasn't really any reason for a baby Brachiosaurus. Oh well. Up next, we have the Elaphrosaurus. So this one and the Austroraptor were the two figures I were really looking forward to in this wave. So up here you can see this is the forest. And once again we have a nice foresty background. And the rest of the packaging is all the same. So let's get them out. Come on, there we go. See, I do quite like that the packaging, even though when you cut the ties, it is still quite snug in there. So it's not like you can just cut the ties and then it falls out and you pick it up and walk off. So, for the Elaphrosaurus, I do quite like the colouring on this. How about the eye paint? It looks alright on that side. A little teeny tiny bit of droopy eye on this side, but other than that, it looks decent. So, the Elaphrosaurus is mostly in this blue colour, with a little sort of like a green streak, sort of like the Austroraptor's yellow and blue's blue streak. The head has been done in this like grey colour, almost the same grey as the Nothosaurus, with a bit of this really pale grey, almost white going around the eyes. I do like the quills that are on the back of the head on this guy. I don't know much about the Elaphrosaurus, like the actual animal, so I'm not entirely sure if these little quills are accurate or these under the throat, but I think it looks cool for a Jurassic dinosaur. So yeah, so you got some really nice detailing on this guy, like I said, with the quills, and you got some nice muscling and got some little spines going down the back. Again, slightly bigger on the tail and then trailing off again. So that's still quite nice. Once again, with Mattel, as with all of these figures, there are no painted claws, but these are the cheaper option, even though they are no longer cheap. I mean, the Attack Pack figures started off at a tenner. Was it a tenner each? These are now 15 each, but if you're lucky, you can find them for £12 each in places. I got these from Home Bargains, but I think the Entertainer and Smiths have them for the 12. I think Sainsbury's has them for 13. I haven't actually found anywhere that sells them for the full 15 yet, but the new retail price is £15, unfortunately. But for articulation, the mouth can open fairly wide. It's got quite a nice gape on that mouth. The tongue, once again, and the little fleshy things are painted nicely, but not inside the roof of the mouth. The head can go up and down, but you can also rotate that around. You can also rotate it. I would not suggest doing it because mine seems to be putting up a bit of resistance. Up and down is fine, but rotating it seems to be a no-go. Arms can obviously go forward and back. Legs can also go forward and back. Quite a bit of resistance in the legs. They do have that soft thunk into place for the, ideal position to have it standing. And then obviously rotate the tail. Pointless. I don't know why they bother. For the scan code, here is the Elaphrosaurus scan code if you need it. You're going to focus camera? There we go. Focus. There we go. So there's the scan code for the Elaphrosaurus. So yeah, I like this figure. The arms, viewing it from the side, the arms look okay. But viewing it from the front, the arms look a little flat. They're a bit odd. Let's just put the Elaphrosaurus over there and get the one I was mostly looking forward to, which is the Austroraptor. So this is found in the desert. So in the background, it is a nice deserty scene. The rest of the packaging is exactly the same. Come on out. There we go. So here we have the Austroraptor. Really unique species of raptor because it has such a long snout. I think this is one of the things I was mainly looking forward to with this figure, is the fact it has such a long snout. And it just looks so bizarre. But, I still really like it. I like the colours. You can definitely tell it's a desert dinosaur from these colours. I would probably also put the Brachiosaurus as a desert dinosaur with the colours it got. But oh well. So going up here, let's have a look at the paint job. That's okay on there and okay on there. So the eyes have been painted really well on that. The Elaphrosaurus is the only one from this wave that's let me down with the eye paint. But it's not super noticeable. So we've got a lot of like metallic grey-brown paint around the eyes on this guy. And then that same colour becomes matte. So more dull going down the neck and the body. So they only seem to put metallic paint on the faces of the dinosaurs. It's weird. So if you look at the Elaphrosaurus, the paint is also ever so slightly sheen, like the blue. But that's just weird. Yeah. And we've also got some like orange eyebrows, orange eyebrow paint, and a little bit of orange behind the eyes. And then also we've got that brown that goes all the way down. The arms are also brown, which I think is alright. And then you got the rest of the body, which is just this creamy colour with no paint at all. They could have kept this brown streak going all the way down the tail, and that would have, added a nice bit of colour. But yeah, I like this figure. It is a really nice figure. The articulation is the mouth can open once again really wide. Tongue painted nicely, the fleshy bit painted nicely, roof of the mouth not painted. Neck, head can go up and down. Is this one going to like me rotating it? You can rotate it, but once again, I wouldn't really advise it because it doesn't really seem to enjoy it at all, does that joint. Arms can go forward and backwards. Legs can also go forward and backwards. Once again, having that soft thunk into position perfect for standing. Perfect for standing. There we go. That'll do. So you might want to actually position the head down a little bit for this guy, because he seems to want to stand more up for his ideal position. Because if I put him with his head up and put him in a more natural position... Oh no, he does. He does stand. This guy's just a little teeny bit wobbly on his feet. He's a little wobbly. I think the legs are a bit warped on mine. But yeah, that's the Austroraptor. Here is his scan code, or her scan code. There you go. There's the scan code for the Austroraptor, should you still need it. I'm definitely not the first person to review these. But that's the full set. So, moving on to the brand new Captives Eggs, the Hatchling series. We shall have a look at what the leaflet says for which ones we can get in the series. We've got the slime, we've got the dinosaur. Now I believe the slime this time is a yellow colour. Yeah, if you look at the packaging there, it's yellow slime. I'm not going to open it because I don't want to get slime everywhere. But you can sort of see it inside the packaging that it is, in fact, yellow. There you go. Yellow slime. Here we have the packaging with the dinosaur in it that has a cute little raptor on it. So let's have a look at who we get. First off, I'm going to actually have a look at the leaflet to tell us which ones you can get. Yeah, this leaflet is big. This leaflet is pretty big. Oh my god, that art is adorable. We've got a raptor, a Carnotaurus, and a Nothosaurus. That art is adorable. Oh, there's quite a few. So we've got Rare Charlie and Rare Echo. And then we can get Blue, T-Rex, Carnotaurus, Parasaurolophus, Triceratops, Pteranodon, Delta, Nothosaurus, Indominus Rex, Ankylosaurus, so Bumpy, Stegosaurus, and an Apatosaurus. I want mine blue. The Carnotaurus looks really cute. I'd love to get the Pteranodon. And the Indominus Rex as well. So they all seem like pretty good figures to me. Let's see who we got. We got Bumpy. Alright. Let's pop the head on. Now this is not the first time Bumpy has been in a Captives line. I believe Bumpy was also in the... Was it Camp Cretaceous wave? It would have been the Camp Cretaceous wave. But yeah, that Bumpy had a glow-in-the-dark, like a rare glow-in-the-dark variant. But here is this Bumpy, and this is adorable. The head doesn't seem to want to go on properly. But here he is, little Bumpy, or here she is, should I say. This figure is adorable. This is so cute. I can't wait to get more of these. I need more of these hatchling ones. They're so cute. So yeah, there's Bumpy. So here is the little card for it. Oh, they've changed it. So we've got, instead of like the stats for the game, these are literally just collectible little figures. So, breed Ankylosaurus, meaning fused lizard. Personality trait, not aggressive, but easily agitated if approached. So be careful when you're around an Ankylosaurus, guys. So, yeah, all of this can go back in the egg for recycling. The slime will just go in the bin. There we go. I'm going to keep this leaflet because it's the first one. And yeah, that's about it. Let me bring the figures back in. Actually, I'll put you there, and I'll put you at the back. And the Nothosaurus there, and the Elaphrosaurus here. There we go. Move the camera down a little bit. So there we go. That is my review of the Jurassic World Dino Trackers Danger Pack Wave 1. I'm looking forward to seeing what figures they bring out for future waves, because I will definitely be getting them, because these are the only sort of affordable Jurassic World figures at the moment. Because prices are going up everywhere, so these are the only ones that are really affordable to me at the moment. So, yeah. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you enjoyed the video, and I shall see you all in the next video, whatever that'll be. Bye!